So here's a question out there for you in BookTube land. I've been thinking about reading stories with a first-person narrative versus stories with a third-person narrative. And one of the things is I've read a few recent first-person narratives is I feel like, for me at least, first-person written stories read a lot faster, a lot smoother for me. And I feel like my retention is a lot better with first person narratives than they are with third person narratives. And I'm curious if other people feel the same way. And I don't know if it necessarily means that I'm going to look for more first person written narratives in the future. Maybe, maybe not. I'm really more into just something that's just a really good story with rich characters. But I think sometimes with a first person narrative, I feel like it helps me to maybe get into the mind a little bit more of the main character, the person that's actually speaking. And so that really excites me more to read maybe. And that's probably part of the reason it reads faster. I'm a notoriously slow reader. And as I was reading an arc, it was interesting because I'm a really slow reader, and I kept getting these prompts from the service I used to get the arcs, and I kept thinking, dang, I'm like reading probably really slow. I mean, but this is what I do, so to me it's not a big deal. And I had some other books that I was reading that were already ahead of that one in the queue, but I did eventually finish that one and gave it an honest review. But getting back to the main point though, because I am kind of a slow reader, sometimes I see those first person narratives and I'm kind of like, yeah, I might give it a slight edge in terms of moving up my queue, because it's just books that again just read really fast. And I like to consume a lot of good stories, and because that's what it's really all about for me, is reading really good stories. I know for a lot of people there are other factors that come into play: the writing style, so on and so forth, the plot development, character development, and those are things that are important too, don't get me wrong. But I definitely like a book that's a fast, quick read, that's descriptive with good, vivid characters, and those are things that really get me going. But if I can consume more books because I can read faster, which is a key for me, then it's really nice sometimes to have a few books that have that first person narrative, just because for me it just reads a little bit faster. Well, tell me what you think. Do first person narrative books, do they read faster than third person narrative books? I kind of think so, but I'm wondering what you think on this topic. So if you like this video and other content on this channel, please consider hitting the like button. And if you also like this channel, maybe you'll consider hitting the subscribe button as well for more BookTube and AuthorTube content to come.